Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Again, it's time for the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm your host, Lakeisha McKnight, your leadership specialist and wealth mentor. Good evening to all. It's about 8:33 p.m. on this Sunday, April the 19th of 2020. Man, where did the day go? Where did the weekend go? It just flew past so quick. All right, but welcome everybody. Welcome aboard to the show. This show goes live every single evening, somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so it's a show that's being brought to you on behalf of the I Lead Company, LLC. And our whole mission and our whole purpose really is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. Okay, that's what we're here to focus in on and to inspire you to really grow and enhance. Okay, so again, welcome aboard, everyone. Thank you so very much for being here, for being plugged in. All right, so here's what I do want to focus on today. Many of you probably see the message title in the description area. It's really just giving you a message of hope and inspiration and just really focusing in on the core topic of being grateful. You know, I was sitting back and I was like, well, God, what should I talk about? Okay, what is it? Because there are probably a bazillion things that I can educate you on, empower you on, which I'm probably going to do some of that this week. We already know that, right? But as we're diving into a fresh new week, many of you are probably home, of course, quarantining, and some of you have to prepare because you are an essential worker and you have to go back into, the front line. Okay, the front line, facing the coronavirus and all types of things out there. And so I really want to give you an inspiration of hope and to really help you to understand the importance of being grounded and knowing who you are and whose you are. First of all, understanding whose you are. Okay, who is it that you look to as far as being able to motivate you and propel you forward and to really keep you? Okay, who is your keeper? Some people will say, well, my brother or my sister is my keeper. Yes, indeed. We're supposed to be of support for one another. Okay, I truly believe that. But, being grounded in what you believe and standing firm and strong on and what you believe and who you believe in is key and essential, during these times. Okay, understand whose you belong to. Who is it that you belong to? And then understanding, therefore, as a result, who you are. You see, because, for example, and I know many of you may agree with me, some of you may not, which is totally fine, but I believe and I know, for example, that I'm a king's kid, okay? So I'm a child of the king. I'm a child of the Most High, right? And so because I know that I belong to him, it also brings revelation as to who I am. So then I can dig a little deeper in understanding who Lakeisha McKnight is, all right? I am an ambassador, okay, of the kingdom, a kingdom ambassador. I am a leadership specialist. I am a wealth mentor, okay? I am a loyal friend. So you begin to understand and really crystallize who you are, okay? I am a loving wife. I am a very patient mother, okay? A mother of two beautiful children. So it just becomes a little bit more real, as to who you are. And then, just thinking about the fact that you're still here, that means that God still has a purpose and a plan for your life. And if that means being an essential worker, so be it for this season. Understand that this too shall pass. This is only a season. Now, whether it's going to go back to what some people consider to be normal, absolutely not. There's going to be a new normal. Okay, there will be a new normal. While all of these things are changing around us, one thing I know for sure does not change, and that is God. God does not change. He is consistent. And that's why I love the fact that I belong to him. He remains and continues to be that consistency that I need in my life. Okay, and so while everyone is changing and having different thoughts and different things like that, he never changes and he always comes through. Now you may be saying, well, what God? I'm talking about the God of the Bible. I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm talking about the God who created the heavens and earth. I can go on. Okay. I'm talking about the one true and living God. Okay. The God that sent his son into the earth, the biggest seed ever known, okay, to reap a harvest of more children because of like faith in his son as being the way, the truth, and the life. And that's because it's through him, right? For me and what I believe and many others around the world, we live and we move and we have our being because of him. And it's because of him that I'm grateful. I'm forever grateful, right? Forever grateful. And we need to wake up every single day grateful for where we are. Some people are focusing too much on this coronavirus. You're giving too much power to it. Okay? We know that the enemy comes to steal, to kill, and destroy. And so he will play on that and have that fear, bubbling up and rising up, right? Instead of you walking in faith, you're walking fear because of what you see. Because here's the thing, what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest in your life. Many people are giving too much strength to something that can potentially kill you. And we know at the heart of this virus, at the heart of the media, is fear. What are you focusing in on? Focus on what will really encourage you and help you to be focused on your assignment. Okay, while it may be doing other things around the world, listen, who's in control of your life? When you understand that sickness, illness, disease, none of that really, listen, what's most important is the one that determines where your soul will be. And that's what gives me hope. I don't know what it may be for you, but think on that thing, that person, that supernatural being that gives you hope. Right? I'm grateful for the fact that I'm sitting in this chair right now and I'm able to know that, I have faith and believing that this chair is not going to break while I'm sitting in it. Right? I'm grateful for knowing that I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have clothing to wear. Probably a little bit too much clothing. Okay. Right? I have all these things. I have people who love me. Right? And most importantly, I have a God who saw fit for me to be here one more day. One more day, okay? Just one, right? And so focus on what you have. Yes, look forward to the future. Plan for the future. But here's one thing I do know. Many are the plans of a man's heart, but it's the Lord's purposes that will prevail. So as much as you may have a whole lot of other plans, it is God's will and his purpose that's going to prevail, that's going to come forth. So you can plan all day. You can say you're going to do this all day and then be gone tomorrow. But yes, plan, do it. But here's the thing. Make sure that, for those of you who are children of him, children of God, that you're planning according to his will. See, there's a difference. We have sometimes, of course, our will, the things that we want to do, and it may not necessarily be aligned with his. And so you have to make sure that as long as you're walking with him, making sure that it's aligned with his will or that which, of course, is shared in the word of God. Okay? But just keep your mind stayed on him. Keep your mind stayed on your assignment and what you've been called to do. Because this too shall pass. It's only a season. Okay, it's only a season. Just like the word of God says, weeping may endure for a night, meaning that it has a certain time frame. It can't last always, but joy. There's going to be a flipping of the page, right? But joy cometh. So it's coming. Okay, it's coming. But you need to be focused. You need to continue to walk and operate in your assignment, or at least seek out what your assignment is in this season. And I believe a major part of my assignment and what it is that I'm called to do is inspiring and giving people hope in this season. Allowing you all to know that there are options readily available for you. Options whereby you can connect with people, like-minded individuals heading in the same direction as far as building wealth and generating income into their home. That is the like-mindedness that I'm talking about. Like-mindedness as to bringing in income. There may be some differences, but like-mindedness when it comes to, working on yourself, self-development, when it comes to bringing in income, building wealth, that's the like-mindedness that I'm talking about here. And there are people who care about you, are concerned about you, and want the very best for you. And so for those of you who may be listening in right now, you're like, well, Lakeisha, I'm an essential worker. I'm good. Yep, I'm familiar with those two famous words. Okay, one of them is a conjunction. You hear it often. They say, I'm good when you're sharing information with them. What does I'm good mean? Right? I'm good meaning that I'm comfortable. You're comfortable with where you are. Okay. All right. But understand, you have to have an open mind. Understand that there are some changes that are just happening right now, with the income that you may be bringing in, and it may not always be the case that that income will remain. So you need to have supplemental income. That's number one. Or you might get those individuals who say, well, I have a home-based business during this season. That's great. But are you keeping most of what you're bringing in? Okay, that's the difference, because most of it could be going to bills. Do you have a way by which you're saving and being able to be able to build wealth so that if something was to happen to you, you can pass something on to your children? All right, think about that. Okay, and then of course with the dollars you're bringing in, are you protecting it? Because you can be bringing in, dollars from jewelry and lotions and potions and clothing. But what, therefore, are you doing with those dollars to protect it from inflation and from taxes? What are you doing with that? Okay? It's all about what you keep, not necessarily about how much you make. You can make a whole lot of money, but it doesn't mean that you're wealthy. All right? Look at the definition of what wealthy means. It's about what you keep, right? All right. And so then you have those individuals who may say, well, Lakeisha, or if you're sharing something with them, they may say, well, I'm not working right now and I don't have a home-based business. So you definitely want to be open-minded. If someone is sharing information with you about a way by which you can bring in income within your home. But you have to be passionate about whatever that product or that service is, especially if you're looking at a particular opportunity. Make sure it's something that you're passionate about. One thing I can tell you, as a part of my mission, I'm passionate about people who want to bring in income, want to really provide a solution, meet a need that's present in a lot of people's lives today. And one need that I know is present in many people's lives today, and that is income. Okay, income. That's what most people need. They need revenue, cash flow coming in. And that is the product for this money system that you might have heard from me or someone else that's sharing this particular video with you. Our product is money because we have access to a money system. And I'm telling you, I'm grateful for this money system because it's paid me at least about 7 times so far, and the month is not over with. Okay, 8 times. 8 times, and the month has not concluded. Okay, and so again, it's still an option for you where you can not only bless yourself, but bless other people and help them bring in extra cash flow as well every Friday and the first day of every month. That's when we normally get paid. There are some extra bonus times where they give us money, or they give us real money, which is gold, or they may give us fiat currency. But either way, it's still a blessing, and we're still grateful for that. So for those of you, you're watching this right now, you're like, Lakeisha, I'm extremely grateful for where I am. I'm good. And you may be closed-minded to bringing in more revenue. That's totally fine. I'm glad that you're grateful. I'm glad that you're good. So this last bit here may not be, something that you can resonate with. But for those of you who do need supplemental income, you do realize you're putting yourself, in harm's way when you go out there and you're a first-line essential worker, and you want to have something whereby you can bring in income safely from your home. This is definitely for you. And for those of you, you might not have a job, or may not be working from home, but you know that you need extra income coming in. This is for you. All right. So if you want to learn about how the McKnights are bringing in revenue on a weekly basis, if you want to learn how the person that's sharing this with you right now is bringing in revenue on a weekly basis. Get back with us. Send us an inbox message. That's right. Contact us by way of messenger. Let us know that you want more information about this money system because it's absolutely free to plug into. There are no required monthly fees. Okay. There are mentors who are readily available to assist you in understanding what this is about. And of course, you have access to training and empowerment calls on a daily basis within this money system, and more specifically within Wealth Builders Worldwide. We are here to assist you. We want to see you win because when you win, we all win because it's all about group economics, okay? So again, even tonight at 9 o'clock p.m., because it is Sunday, every Sunday at 9 o'clock p.m., we have what we call fast track training. So for those of you who want to get a free money account, a free wealth building account with this money system, inbox us and let us know. Get on the training that's going to be taking place at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight and every Sunday at 9. Here's what you need to do. You need to first download the Zoom app. So after you get your account, download the Zoom app. Okay, it's free on your phone or over the computer. And then you want to make sure that you go to this website. It's www.goldrocks.info. Okay, goldrocks.info. And then you're going to be able to plug in to the platform where training is going to take place. You're going to understand how to really get your account in order, things that you need to do to get yourself rocking and rolling with this particular money system. It's really simple. And even if you have questions, they'll answer questions right there live on the platform for you. All right. So again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so very much, everyone, for tuning in. That was just really on my spirit. This whole, just really giving you a message of hope and letting you know that this is just a season and that seasons change. All right. But you just got to stay the course. Stay the course. Even if you have a business and you're trying to figure out whether it's going to work and bring in the income that you need, stay the course. Okay. Don't jump from here to there and everywhere. All right. Stay the course. Stay focused. So again, thank you so much. I'm going to prepare myself for training as well because even though I plugged in several times, I continue to plug into as much as I can to know as much as I can about the money system. So again, thank you so much, everyone. And remember, we'll be back tomorrow night with some fresh content, some golden nuggets about this model of network marketing, as well as just really helping you to understand how to grow as a leader. So until then, I encourage each and every one of you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless, and I'll catch you over at goldrocks.info.